are your campaign 2020 election authority. In just hours now, Vice President Mike Pence and Democratic challenger Kamala Harris will meet for their first and only debate before Election Day. Joining us now is Southern Connecticut State University Associate Professor of Political Science, Jennifer Hopper. Jennifer, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
So we all remember last week's chaotic presidential matchup, and what do you think we can expect to see as a result of that tonight?
Yeah, I think you'll see a different sort of matchup tonight. There'll be plexiglass on the stage. That's one major difference. There'll also probably be less interrupting. That's not really the style of these two candidates. It's probably going to look more like a conventional debate, what we're used to seeing this time in a presidential election year. They will certainly be on the attack, but I think there'll be fewer personal broadsides like what we saw last week, and they'll really remain focused on Trump and Biden, not the individuals at the top of the ticket.
What do you think we should be watching for tonight in terms of the topics that will be addressed?
Yeah, I think it's unavoidable that coronavirus is going to be a huge focus of tonight's debate. For Mike Pence, who has been in charge of the White House's coronavirus task force at a time when polls show a majority of Americans have not been satisfied with the federal response, I think there's a major question we should watch for about how it is that he responds to that. Does he try to minimize the virus, as the president has done even after contracting it? Or does he reach out to voters who might be very concerned about the pandemic and becoming ill themselves, et cetera? Or does he just try to change the subject entirely? And for Kamala Harris, I think the question is whether she strikes the right tone in going after the administration's COVID response at a moment when the president's personal health is in a rather precarious position. I think for Harris, it's also whether she can focus attention on the policy topics that benefit the Biden-Harris campaign and control the conversation better than Biden was able to do that last week.
All right, Jennifer Hopper, professor with SCSU, thank you so much for sharing your insight with us. It definitely will be an interesting night, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you.